Hey YouTube, haven't been on in a while, got my wisdom teeth taken out, what was it, last Thursday? They're still killing me. Well, they aren't, but the absence of them is, are, I don't know. But, there's two things I want to get to. One of them, has been bugging me here recently. If creationists were to be able to teach their bullshit in science classes that teach science, how would they do so? How would they explain the processes, the mechanisms by which this creator created? How would they explain this creator? How would they define it? How would they explain its origins? But also they would have to explain things as such as what is the composition of this creator, and well, what kind of energy did he use to create, and really all these other things. And a lot of this stems, I think, from people thinking that the Big Bang was indeed the creation of everything, or the coming to be of everything, or that before the Big Bang there was nothing. That is one of the biggest mistakes that people make. It in no way, this theory in no way states that there is a that there was nothing before the Big Bang. It states that all the matter in the universe was condensed to an area smaller than the size of an atom. Ah. Then it expanded. We might not know exactly what caused the expansion or anything like that. There's no reason to say that because we don't know that it must be a god or a wait starter. We can't use creator anymore because, well, you can't create or destroy matter or energy. Energy being part of the whole spectrum. Conservation of mass and energy. You can't do so. It's a law. I don't care how powerful something is. You can't break these absolutes. It's an absolute that matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed. They can be manipulated, changed, transformed, but not destroyed or created. They don't come to be from nothing, because nothing is nothing, and something does not come from nothing. And that's one of the things that people say about the Big Bang Theory, which is false because they don't know the premise of the Big Bang Theory. Conversely, you're calling this thing a creator. Therefore, you're saying it created everything, right? So that means it had to violate those laws that you can't violate. Well, that really makes me think, well, that didn't happen. Two of the biggest reasons for me saying that didn't happen as well. There's no evidence. And the other big reason for it is, even though there's no evidence, there's absolutely no reason. There's no reason for me to believe this. There's no need for it. I mean, there's no need for no need for anything that doesn't exist. I mean, perhaps there's a need for things that do not exist yet in the form that they are, because we will have taken them from another form of matter. We will take them and transform them into what we need. I don't know, cures for things, new technology, stuff that's only there through real science, not through religious bullshit. I mean, I can't think of one cure of a disease that came from religion, or one piece of technology that wasn't some sort of torture chamber that came from religion itself. And that's not to say, well, these scientists may have had a religion. So, their religion didn't create it, or, mind you, manipulate the matter into what it became. They came up with an idea for it. Religion itself did not do so. And that comes down to the point, does religion do anything besides do things to people's minds? That cause people's minds to make their bodies do things to other people, like kill them, or rape them, or torture them, or just scare little kids. Stuff like that. Sick shit. Does it do anything besides that? You can point out charities. Sure. How much of the actual money goes to the people? That's questionable. And on other notes besides that, is charity the only good thing that they do? Is charity really enough of a good thing to redeem religion for all the other bad stuff it does? Do people not do charities without religion? Oh, yes, they do. Bill Gates. Very huge, large charity donor. He gives all to charity. Well, he didn't give everything. You know what I mean. He gave a shitload of money. So, and he's an atheist, by the way. Not to make an authoritative argument or argument from authority. Same difference. But there's no reason for anyone to sit here and say, well, religion is this great thing. And then they come up to faith, saying, well, you just have to have faith. Whenever it comes right down to it. This is coming from the people who do believe evolution is fact, as it is, and do think that Big Bang Theory is it's correct in saying, because we do know that the universe is expanding. We know that the galaxies are getting farther apart. So in turn, we do know that at one point they were all very, very, very close together. All one little singularity. That's common knowledge that we've done the math for. We take common knowledge, we do math, we observe, we test, and that's how we get a scientific theory. You take common knowledge, or you take a question, and you put it through a series of tests, and you see whether or not the question is answered, or let's say I think that I can make fire by clapping my hands. Well, I clap my hands, I don't make any fire. I've just disproved my hypothesis that I can make fire with my hands. Likewise, creationism, on a level that you can't disprove to some point, that somewhere way before anything that we know anything about, that something could have, done this, whether it was intelligent or not. There's no way to say so, but there's no reason to say so. There's no reason to say so. Give me one reason to say why I should think there is a creator. And I've had people propose Pascal's wager to me many times. But that's another video. I want to get into Pascal's wager here in this next video. But as far as this video goes, those two major things is creationism, how it would be taught if it were ever to be taught, which it won't, because I have some amount of trust in our government sometimes. But and the other thing was willful ignorance, and that's when you just simply say it's wrong because I don't like it, or many other reasons you could say it's wrong, even though it's backed by evidence. So yeah, I'm just talking little things off of my mind. I'll make that next video pretty much right after this one.